Have you ever wondered, how do I make teeth in Blender or in any other software? Or I don't know, maybe you're using ZBrush. How do I make teeth for my characters, or how do I make them look good? Well, I think I've got the answer to that question. You model it. You use all your modeling experience and you make the teeth, right? So if I go back to the beginning, I'll show you what I did. So I'll go step by step because I've already done this before, but I haven't only done it. As you can see, I've modeled the foot as well, but I can't go back anymore with the undo. So I've modeled the foot. Now all that's left is to model the teeth. This is a game character concept I just grabbed from Pinterest, and let's see if it'll work out the way I want it to. Thing with character models, sometimes you can get so focused on it that you lose the actual model because you get so fixated on one part of the model. As you can see here, I haven't actually done the lips, the mouth of this guy, Ice Cube creature. I don't know. I think that's from Clash of Clans or something like that. I haven't done it yet because if you take too long, you make your life harder. So don't do it. So now let's model this guy some teeth because he needs to chew. Oh no! Oh my god! Oh, thank God I didn't save it yet. Oh, my heart. Oh god. Anyway, you guys, I think I'll just model my work. Oh, my work. So anyway, I start off with a cube. Oh my work, guys. Oh my work. Start off with a cube, subdivide it. This is subdivision surface modeling. Let's get rid of these verts. Hops. Get rid of these guys. Oops. Connect them up. Move the mirror all the way back. There we go. Now we have a basic tooth, but it doesn't look like the one in the reference. What do? We add extra geometry, but I can't see it. So what do? I click the slash key on my keyboard. I should probably turn this on. Yeah. All right. Slash numpad slash. You can use a normal slash as well. And let's scale, move this up so that it starts to look like a tooth. Simple stuff, really easy. But we don't want to stay easy, so make it look like a nicer tooth. Good, good. Now, sorry guys, we've got fireworks. Yo, those actually look good. Hey, those actually look good. Now, kids, it's illegal to use fireworks when you're not a licensed firework holder, okay? But apparently it's legal in this country. I'm gonna check it out. Alright, so they look okay, but that's not the purpose of this video today. Purpose is no fireworks. So I don't know how I'm going to do the textures on this guy, but let's see. Looks a bit off. Oh, that looks good. So as you can see here, he has a lot of rounded corners. So how do I draw on this? Oh yeah, it goes down, but then it's round, and then it goes kind of flat, and then it goes up again. But what we want is these points. 1, 2. Okay, so what we're gonna do to get this is basically we're gonna model it. Oh, why did I choose the right side? I should have chosen the left side. Stupid. Gonna model that. Pull this out for extra geometry so it looks wider. And the way we do that, I did this before and I forgot how it worked, but basically go make sure it doesn't look weird. And then you have to put transparent. Hold on. Okay, now put transparent. Okay. Oh God, don't rip your glove. It's not a good idea. Alright, alright, alright. What else can I do? So what does it look like right now? Looks like this is too. There we go. Extra geometry. Now, what I'm doing here, you guys should not copy. Don't copy this, because when you do this, it makes it harder to actually work on your model, because you're here trying to balance polygons. Don't do that. Finish your model first, then try and balance your polygons. It's always a good idea. Why is this happening? Great. Oh, okay, that's why. Yeah, so manage your polygons after. But basically, I just want to make sure I'm working on the right thing. Take this, move this down here. This is not what I did before, but you just work until it looks right. It's looking okay. It's still looking okay. The biggest problem I see is, no, I like your shape flat. There we go. Biggest problem I see is the fact that it goes down like this. Goes down like this. So there's one point here, then a point here, then it goes down. Whereas this one goes down, and there's one point, and then it tangent. It goes off. So copy that. It does go down ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Is it just me or is this not flat? Guess it wasn't just me. There we go, ever so slightly. And what we're going for is the point here, and the fact that it rounds off. So let's get rid of that and this. That looks goofy. Just rebuilding it so that it looks right. Oh crap, I forgot. This guy's, oh, apologies, I forgive me. I'm covering the shortcuts. I apologize. Okay. have the F2 add-on installed, by the way. It's a good add-on. If you guys want a tutorial on that, I can help with that, but I won't teach you how to do it now. There we go. Move this out. Subdivision surface. We are close. Just need to try a little bit harder. When I get the shape, I'll start thinking about the other angles. But for now, I need to make sure I get the shape. So here, I need it to move this way. So let's count how many points we've got. Thank God I went to elementary school. 1 point. Okay, that's good. That's good. It's too short though. That one is like a stud high. This one's 2 studs. It's too short. I mean, it's too big. Sorry. Let's fix that. Yeah, that looks good. That's good. We don't need this. Not necessary. Okay. We do need to do this though. Move this now. Yeah. So we have that curvature, you know? Yeah. The easier way to do this. Well, now we're gonna basically we've got what we want, right? But what we want to do now is to basically capture the elements of it if it was not 2D, right? So right now it's in 3D, but if we look over here, it's in 2D, and we've got the 2D aspects of it, right? At least when we don't look from there. We've got the 2D aspects, but it still looks off. Why? Why does it look off? Number one, because it's a bit too far. Still a bit too far. There we go. Now it's not too far. But my point being, it still looks off. That's the, now this is, you don't need to, I don't need to do this. It's just I have OCD. Sorry. Has to look perfect. Something like that, yeah. But why does it still look off for the 3rd time? Maybe because I have to move my camera. Why does it still look off? It's because it's not in 3D, it's only in 2D. So if I take away this plane, right, and turn off my mirror modifier, I've got the curvature down again, but it doesn't look right because I'm not looking in 2D. If this guy were to appear like this, you would all sue me for exacting money from you, making your 3D character look like he has a disease. But what we need to do is to push this down. Make sure you think about all of this guy's character in 3 dimensions. It's called 3D for a reason. It's called Blender. Blender's a 3D software for a reason, you get me? So push this down, push that down, this one too, can't forget about this one. But it looks too smooth. Why? Well, let's find out, I guess. It's probably because all of these guys are a bit far. Pushes down. Yeah. It maybe not completely here, but somewhere in the middle. Yeah, something like that, and then move this down. Something like that, yeah. Definitely. That's my tooth. I could stop here, but now we only have one tooth, but we want more. So what do? I work on it until it looks right. That's what I do. Duplicate. Actually, why am I duplicating it? Because I'm going to change it afterwards in edit mode. So I was thinking maybe I should use Alt D and that would work better, but no thanks. Jesus is Lord. Actually, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Location on the no on the Y, right? Yeah, I think that's better. Move it back a bit more. Scale that. Just a bit. Just a bit. And basically you just move it around until it looks good. Yeah, a tip is to Blender has 2 rotation methods. One is global and one is gimbal. Is that what you call it? Gimbal. Local, yeah. Oh, flip. Gimbal is for. It's just shaped flat. Yeah, it is. Oh, I've got too many subdivision levels on it. There we go. Good. One. No, no, no. Yes. One. Two. So anyway, like I was saying, I forgot what I was saying. Let's just move on. So, oh yeah, Blender has 2 subdivision levels. One is global, one is gimbal. Local. Gimbal is basically global is basically this is global. That X line over there, that's global. All these Y lines over here, that's global. It's global, right? Boy, that actually is starting to look like the concept. Fix his eye over here. Looks like Chinese. Sorry. He's not. Chinese is good. He's just not supposed to look like Chinese, you know. It's supposed to look like character concept, or the character concept. So anyway, there we go. Yeah, it's a bit flat over there, so let's try and change that. There we go. Yes. Control L, object data. There we go. So what I just did there was I thought I know I was teaching you a different some other tip, but let me teach you this one instead as well, in conjunction, I guess. So basically, Blender has this thing called Alt D, where you make a duplicate, right? But if you change this part, the duplicate follows you. It's kind of cool, right? It copies all your modifiers and all that. But if you do Control D or Shift D, I mean, it doesn't do that with the duplicate. So basically, what I did was I linked these two and made them I don't know what you call it. I linked their object data, which is their edit mode data. So this, what you see in edit mode, that's all its data and face and normals and all that. So that's classified as data or data, whatever. I don't want to model this one separately because I did this one here. So what I did was I just made sure that they look the same. Control L, link object data, or you can just press O, finish. On top of that, Blender has two axial methods. That's the y-axis, the x-axis, z-axis, but objects can have their own x, y, and z axis, like this one. Let me help you over here. Z is up here. Why is the z going like this when global z is going like that? That's because this one is in local. Because if I Alt R, now local z is aligned with global z. See? They're both pointing up. But before it wasn't pointing up, before it was pointing like this. So what happened? Basically, it just keeps its position. As you can see here, rotation is Y. Z is rotation, but all this is local. Local location and all that. What do we make of this? Well, basically, this is some way to hold the location on the rotations, basically so Blender can remember, oh, this is what it looks like when it's changed. What does it look like when it's at the same? What does it look like when it's at the beginning? If I just created a cube, what does that look like? If I rotate the cube, it remembers its rotation. So it will tell you, okay, if we reset the rotation, this is what it will look like after we reset it. That's a kind of lengthy explanation, but I tried my best. If you don't understand, go to ask a personal question or go to Blender Dev or something like that. Just a little bit more. If you Alt R here, that's basically the same thing as Control apply rotation. It's the same thing. Why is it the same thing? Because you're resetting the rotation to 1 or 0, I mean. Right? If you do that, you're basically telling Blender, oh crap, Blender, I made a mistake. Put it back to the beginning. And Blender says, okay. So it makes it the beginning. But assuming that this is the beginning, this mesh here, the state this mesh is in, is going to be now the beginning stage. So the beginning stage is no longer Alt R. This is no longer the beginning stage. If you apply rotation, this becomes the beginning stage, right? So this is what happens when you want to start a new sculpt and you've done some transformations. You hit Control Alt Transformations. Now everything, if you look at the origin, I don't know why my origin is not on. There we go. If you look at my origin, it's all the way over here. Why? That's because that's the location in 3D space. Anyway, that's me done. So basically, I just use the local rotation in order to move it. So this X is facing this way, but this X is facing that way. So I don't want to move this all basically by themselves. What I want to do is move them according to the local X-axis. So what I do is press G, X, X. It moves. This happens because of the mirror, but I don't want to change. Anyway, that's what that happens. That's how that works.